Is that me or you? What's going on?
Own intro. I didn't get an intro, so I'm doing my own intro. Sliding.
Oh, he's got his own intro.
That's beautiful.
I'm doing my own intro.
He's
Yeah, why do we hear noise in the background?
I think that's somebody's watching the show.
Who's doing?
Why do we hear noise in the background? Is that me?
Somebody's watching the show.
Let me see first.
Is that me?
Somebody's watching the show.
Hold on, guys. Let me see first. We got problems here. Hold on, guys. Let me see.
Testing 1, 2.
I think we're good. We're good.
So is it me? I'm checking if I echo.
Now you're not echoing.
That's crazy, bro.
Is it me?
It is.
Oh, now it's you somewhere.
What's going on?
Hey, there
Oh!
we go. Fix stuff.
It's magical squares.
Ray can't talk. Ray is
What?
echoing.
Can't talk yet.
He's in
Ray's
that.
trying to figure out.
The video, Ray. We'll talk about everything that's going amazing in life. Tim is in the house.
How you doing?
I like that black outfit. You're looking good.
How you doing? I had to come as a wise guy. Wise guys dress in black. I thought.
It is true. Well, he's not the wise guy. He's the guy that digs the holes. We got Sniper. He takes them out and then digs the holes. We give the orders. Sniper, take that out. Take that guy out, will you please?
I'll do it.
So I know we're going to talk about some stuff, but I know we had some charts, but I have no notes in front of me. But I know, Tim, you want to talk about something amazing. What would you like to share with us to start the show off?
Yeah, we don't need charts. We know which ways the chart's going. Everything's green, baby. The green candles are lit up. It's Christmas time.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Bitcoin
share what.
everybody's saying hello.
What happened? I show up and nobody knows how to run the show anymore.
I know, man. It's been falling to pieces, right?
I showed up and they don't want to do the wise guy show anymore. What happened?
I don't think our wise guys are so wise.
So anyway, Dusty, good to see you.
You too.
Too bad we can go make our own intro now. Last night I was at my Crypto Monday event and we had our crypto holiday party. So I was I mentioned this to we got to bring, they was like, bring some crypto merch you got at an event and you can exchange it with somebody else. So I got a BlockFi hat and this young lady got one of the, I got Buzz t-shirts. So it was pretty cool. It was fun. And then this is the president of Coinbase Asset Management. He runs the Crypto Monday event near me. So they're a pretty big deal. And this is one of another one of the event organizers there. So it was a good time, packed house. Let me see if I can get back to, yeah, I mean, look, it was 130 people show up to this thing every month, sorry, on a Crypto Monday. But yeah, that was a fun time.
That's pretty impressive. Ray, can you speak?
I got Tim. Good to see you, brother. How you doing? I had a little technical difficulties, Tim. You know how you used to teach me about putting on different computers? Yes. Well, I had it on two, plus I had it in another browser. That was the echo. I figured it out. Took a bit, Tim, but very cool, man. You got a that's an awesome party. They were, I'm sure, pumped for the bull market. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're very happy with it. I actually I got up and told a joke. They said if you want to get up and tell jokes, you can tell jokes. It was me, the organizer, and one other guy told a joke. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, out of 130 people, there's only 3 people telling jokes.
Oh.
It was pretty good. You ready for it? What do Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham Jr., and Trevor Lawrence have in common besides athlete's foot?
Mm.
They all get crypto.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
I told him, I said, look, I'm a father of 5, so this is going to be a dad joke.
That is definitely a dad joke, man, of all time. That's right. That's good stuff, bro.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I mean, that's awesome, man. It's good to see you. You know, I know everybody's seen everybody's doing different things, right? I know you got a lot of things going on. It's the season, bro. So, you know, we're just kind of doing shows and doing our thing, but I'm glad you popped on, man. You know?
Absolutely.
So
well, I watched the replays. I've been keeping up with you guys.
There you go. But no, I had some charts and some things to go over, and I'll pop on. I got to mute myself when I do this, and then you know, see what's going on, because it is crazy there, Tim.
I love charts. Can I see a chart?
Well, charts and videos. You know, I like to react to stuff. There's a lot of people talking right now, right? It's not just everybody kind of just sitting there, you know, twiddling their thumbs anymore, right? Crypto is back, and the bull market is definitely back. And there's one of these things that I'm going to show you on Twitter from Bitcoin Archive, and this signal has only happened 4 times. The signal that he's tracking, and every time it was the start of the bull market. This is, and it just passed this past week. This is it just signaling and went past it, and it did its thing. So it looks like it's a go, right? So let me mute myself and pull. Well, I can't mute. I'll just pull this up over here. Got this here, but you know, I like the memes. There he is. That's a bull right there, Tim. I'm not gonna play it because I'm not gonna mess with the echo. FOMO, you like that Longhorn and Sniper? That's pretty good.
I do. That's the kind of signals we need. I like that long sweep up. That's what we need to move into.
Well, I think we're going in there, and where I think we're right here, right there. You know, so there we go. Let me jump over here. But Bloomberg, you guys, Bloomberg predicting, and now you're starting to see, you know, just this. I know they're not a crypto, you know, person. Bloomberg is all this financial news, but now they're even starting to jump into it with this crypto super cycle, right? It's going to push Bitcoin to $500,000, and that's these guys telling this kind of stuff, right? This isn't Michael Saylor, because we know Michael Saylor is all in. He's all about it. But yeah, if you look at Watcher Guru, that's what they were just tweeting. This was yesterday, but this is what they're talking about. Bloomberg saying is that Bitcoin is going to push over above 500,000 before this big super cycle is over. So, you know, that's what's going on here. And again, I just want to show you, this is not, you know, big crypto stuff. You got Yahoo Finance is talking about stuff now. And, you know, I have to mute myself here so that I can play over here, and we'll listen to the first 2 minutes. And this is what I was telling you before we got on there, FOMO head. This is BlackRock already, and this news has been out there, right? But now it's confirmed. But that BlackRock has already been receiving money for this ETF, the seed rounds, right? The seed rounds for these things. So let me mute myself and let it play.
We've also got to talk a little BlackRock on the morning, receiving $100,000 as seed capital for its proposed Bitcoin ETF. That was disclosed in an application to the SEC this week. The investor bought 4,000 at $25 a share in October of this year. This comes about a month before analysts anticipate either one or more spot ETFs will get approval from regulators. For more on this, let's bring in Yahoo Finance reporter Jared Blicker. He's here at the desk.
Brad, don't let me get too comfortable. This is nice.
Yes.
And I do have the Wi-Fi Interactive here right in front of me, of course, but I'm looking at the list of companies. You mentioned BlackRock. You look at the list of companies on the Wi-Fi Interactive that currently have spot Bitcoin ETFs just waiting for approval. Here's BlackRock. Here's Grayscale. A word on them in a second. Fidelity, Van Eck, Franklin Templeton, Bitwise. All of these guys jockeying to be the first, but it's probably going to be all of them at once, except maybe Grayscale. Now, Grayscale is the entity that manages the GBTC. That's a Grayscale Bitcoin Investment Trust, one of the few in the world, only available to private subscribers. It's a closed-end fund. They've wanted to convert it to an ETF so they can get retail investors, and they were the ones who followed the lawsuit, and they won with respect to the SEC. They beat the SEC, but it's not clear yet if they're going to be among these first movers. But as far as the date, we're looking at January 5th to January 10th. There are two different offices within the SEC that have to clear this. Two different congressional laws at work. You have the 1934 Securities and Exchange Act, and you also have the 1933 Securities Act. And paperwork was just filed by BlackRock, and that information you were talking about, the seed investor, who's investing in this ETF that hasn't been launched yet? Well, a seed investor. This is how you start the process. And so we kind of knew that already. It already leaked out, but this is confirmation and just another incremental step, more incremental knowledge that this is going to happen and happens.
So this is going to happen. There we go. Had to mute myself. It's already kind of baked in, man. And you know how they would talk about with the news, right? I still think, obviously, when this thing opens up, it's still going to be a flood, right? This isn't just about news. You're going to see real injection of some capital coming in. What do you guys think? You know?
I think so too. I think that, you know, we've talked about it before. I know I've said it on Spaces, but you know, anytime you got expectation, that's coupled with movement. So I think we've already seen the Bitcoin moving because of this news. But unlike others, I think there will be a lot more to follow. You know, once this finally hits, I think you're going to, like you said, see a bunch of capital come into it, and we're going to really see a big swing in Bitcoin.
I think that the guys that I was talking to last night said that for these public companies to diversify their portfolios, they have to go, I think it's with 3 to 5% as soon as they offer it to anyone. So their book, they have to put a lot of their money, and I think the number was $17 trillion. So if it's going to be closer to 5%, and some of these want to go all in sooner because they see the trends and everything that's going on with this, you know, it's going to be a lot of money for these 10 companies that they have up there. It's actually more than that, isn't it? 12. It's going to be a lot of money, and people can't even fathom how far and fast it's going to go when they do pull the trigger on it.
Yep, absolutely. But you know, this chart over here, obviously, you know how Bitcoin, you know, they try to talk about the market cap with gold. You know, gold is doing excellent this year, but 18% is what, you know, Bitcoin and all that stuff does within a few days, right? But you know, this is just showing you the difference, man. I mean, for it being a bear market, and if you want to say that, because this is December last year, this is the trajectory of Bitcoin. And I forget who I was listening to or read it on Twitter, but they were saying if you just put $10 to $100 every week into Bitcoin this whole year, you'd be up tremendously, right? Obviously 150%. So even during the bear market, right, this has been doing incredible. And that is what's, you know, so different about this asset. Is not like anything I don't think anybody's ever experienced or seen. So that's just crazy, you know, when you start looking at it. And you know, over here, let's see here. This is what I was talking about, the signals, right? These 4 signals, right, have never when they happen, you're running into the bull. And I don't think I can zoom in anymore, but it's just getting above this RSI, you know, above 70 right here. So when this crosses right there, it just starts the ridiculous bull market. And there it is there. And there you go in 2016 to 18. And then there you go again from 2021. And you're hitting up all-time highs around, you know, almost 70,000. And right here, we just hit it. We just went through it. This is the last little spike. And, you know, those signals, every time, that's what happens. So it's kind of pretty cool to see. You know, we were just discussing this before we got on, FOMO Head. That is it. It is the signal. So, you know, obviously it says, you know.
Well, when you think about it, and these guys, these institutions are timing their ETFs to come out between January and March, and this, you know, bull run starts in April, after 18 months after the halving happens, is when the bulls have been going for the last 3 times, right? Four times, 4 cycles have proven this already. So what's going to happen when you add these companies with trillions of dollars to put in? At the same time, the next 18 months are going to be the bull on it. It's going to be absurd. It's going to be a straight up rocket.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's why it's going to hit different there, Tim. It's going to be different, right? Yeah. This is what we've been talking about for the past 4 years, bro. This is mass adoption, and this is what everybody's been preparing for, right?
It's going to make that nice arch look like a flat line.
It is like
when you zoom out. What do we say? Zoom when in doubt, zoom out.
Yep.
You're going to zoom out on that, and it's going to look like, oh, this is how it started. A nice little creepy crawl, but it looks like it doesn't look like that today, but. After the 18 months of the next bull run, it's going to look like, boy, it took a long time to get that far, and then boom. But that's why those guys coming in with all that institutional money.
It is. I'm glad you brought up the zoom out, man, because it's going to look like those speed bumps back then, because we used to laugh at that kind of stuff, man. So yeah, I agree, man. That's why. But still, yet I think it will be different. That's why those $500,000 predictions I don't think is crazy, is ridiculous.
No,
because I don't have the chart, but I've been talking. We've been doing on Spaces a couple of different things now, but they're saying it's like 2.5 million to 3 million Bitcoin that's really available. You know what I mean? 70% of Bitcoin has not moved, man, and it's not going to move. Those people are hodlers. I mean, we do those memes and the jokes on Twitter all the time. That's what these guys are warriors, man. They're not gonna give up their Bitcoin. Because we operate differently over here. We do act like banks over here. You can use that as collateral and do different things, and you can start liquidity pools with your own Bitcoin. Why would you get rid of your assets? You don't do that, and that's the other cool thing is people are. It's different, man, and it's cool for the first time in the history. I think of all this financial stuff with the monetary system. Regular folks do have a shot, man. These institutions, of course, they're going to come and they're going to do their thing. But there's a lot of people that have been, storing up, man, like a bunch of squirrels over here,
But it's so few. I mean, adoption is nowhere near adoption. What's going to trigger adoption is when these public companies, try to start to sell it to their customers.
Yes.
And they're only going to try and start sell it to their customers after they own it. Which is going to make the price go crazy. And then they go back to their customers and say, hey, this is good. Now it's safe. Come buy with us. Yep. And then they'll get into it.
Right.
So, crazy.
Let me jump over here. This is the volume, digital asset flows. We had, Hotshot. He was on there on Spaces, right? And remember, everybody, the Space is going to start at 9 o'clock. Everybody's going to jump over there too. But that's what we were talking about is Hotshot was talking about inflows of capital coming in, right? And that's why I went and tried to look up some of those charts, man. Just in this past, like I said, this little bit here, I'm looking for the timeline. These what is it? 1.76 billion inflows in these past 10 weeks of capital coming in here. Again, just to gobble some of this stuff up, right? And down here, what's cool is the flow. Of course, Bitcoin took a big lion's share of inflows. ETH is lagging, right? But here's another one, Solana, and you've been talking about that too, Sniper. Solana is everybody's kind of thinking is the next Ethereum, right? And what they're building over there. So you can see the inflows of capital coming in, and it's kind of wild, man. And Bitcoin, we all knew is the grandfather, but it's starting to flow in, and it's only going to get greater. I forget again who was I watching, but they were saying just if there was 800 million, I think daily or weekly coming in, you are looking at something like Bitcoin being over. You're starting to talk 7 figures, man. It's crazy, and it's because that there is so much that is off those exchanges. People have kept it off. And they're not going to get access to that, only what's there. And when you start seeing that kind of money come in, it doesn't take much for this thing to get moving. So that's good to see, right? I'm not going to play any of the videos because I'm going to not mess around and get my echo started again. But
yeah, that chart you just showed with those inflows too. That's where people, if you've been out on social media and stuff, you'll see the word bull trap, and that's where they get that word from. Is all that money inflowing? They think is actually a setup for the price to rise and them to pull profits. So, and it really don't matter to us because we're not going to sell anyway, even if that did happen. But what that does is that causes a pullback, and then you step into the real bull run, So they're saying like this is a prelude to the real bull run that is going to come up. People are going to pull profits. It's going to dip back down, and then it's going to take off. They're just trying to make a gain to strengthen their holdings. Which could happen. Who knows? It could pull back before the beginning of the year. But dude, we're so close right now. I wouldn't be playing with no money. You just put it in and let it ride. You punch your ticket and let's go.
100%, man.
I got one more chart for you, Ray.
Oh yeah.
This one.
Hey, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we did. We got this. We got the same mind, Tim. But yes, right on, bro. That's exactly.
I'm sure you were looking at this one. Top assets by market cap, right? So
Yeah.
gold. We were just talking about that. So I was like, we got to throw this up there. Gold is number one. But what just cracked the top 10 and this week and has already moved to number 9? Bitcoin. Took out Facebook for 866. So, and again, just like we're talking, when the institutional starts throwing money into this, it's going to be cranking up this list pretty quick when the market cap comes up. One of my favorite little things that I clicked on was, which one of these assets is moving the fastest. And if I did it by price in the last 30 days, Bitcoin is number 1 now, 5.6% in the last 30 days.
There you go.
And then Ethereum right down here, another one, a favorite of ours, 1.86. But Apple's still there and everything like that. But that was cool. And then, hey, I just wanted to show this. El Salvador's in the black now.
There you go. I know. We were saying that's what it is. That's awesome, man.
Boom. And now this green line shows that they have a daily purchase program. So now these were their major purchases, these green dots.
Yep.
And now they said, you know what? We're just buying crypto, buying Bitcoin every single day. And they're in the black.
There you go.
So
that's our guy. We like Bukele. That's the good guy. Another two, you see with Argentina. That's great to start seeing some of these people. Not saying that they're going to use Bitcoin as their monetary system, but he is pro crypto. So that is cool. And just to show you, Tim, you're right. I was doing that too. but yeah, hey, if you remember, last time when we had, we were in the bull cycle last cycle, Bitcoin wasn't like 3 or 4, wasn't it? I mean, I'm pretty sure because
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because like you're talking, 2 trillion. These companies weren't up at the 2 trillions either, right? So I know it was climbing up there, but yeah, as soon as it hits number 1, that gold, it's all over, man. So kind of crazy. Let me see. I got the last 4 minutes. I wanted to play Michael Saylor, and then I'll mute myself so I don't echo, right?
And so if you want to preserve your wealth, an investor has to convert their currency into assets. And, currency, CNY, euros, dollars, ARS, bolivars, real, etc. You have to convert them into assets that are scarce, desirable, portable, durable, and maintainable. Those are the 5 criteria that matter. And you have to evaluate every asset against that. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the most powerful digital monetary network in the world, but it is simultaneously 4 things. Bitcoin is an asset, it is a network, it is a protocol, and it is an ideology. And many people misunderstand it. They think, oh, it's just a cryptocurrency. But I think when you start thinking about asset, network, protocol, and ideology, your eyes open. Many people say, well, Bitcoin's not backed by anything. What's it backed for? It has no intrinsic value. And they grossly misunderstand the network. Bitcoin is secured by 4 types of power: computing power, electrical power, economic power, and political power. And if you don't understand these 4 types of power, then someone's going to trick you out of your Bitcoin, or you're going to make mistakes.
So, and I'm not going to finish because there's 3 different parts in there. And those 4 pieces that he's talking about, I just kind of want to touch on the electrical power, right? And, all of it. It's all, very amazing why this asset is awesome. But that 16.5 gigawatts is pretty crazy. He goes on to say, if you liken that to anything else, it's like the United States naval, the whole military, right? All 13, I think we have 13 or 14 carrier groups, and that is the entire energy source that they use is the United States Navy. It's that's crazy, bro. So I know obviously a lot of aircraft carriers, they use nuclear power, but still, that is when you kind of can put that in, and conceptualize that's backed by something, man. And that's just the power of it, right? Not the network of people behind it, right? The economic power. But, just think of that. I mean, that's kind of why obviously our dollar has value. And that's because of the United States military, right? So just generally, our military needs obviously power and all that stuff. But that's kind of cool to see. That's the entire U.S. Navy, 16.5 gigawatts. So I'd like to, like I said, play the rest, but we're getting close. I know Joe. I don't know if it's John or Sniper going to go over to the spaces. Like I said, it starts at 9. Tim, you've been jumping over doing any spaces or no? Yeah.
I've been listening to the replays when I can.
Okay, good. But yeah, no, they're spinning that up, and then it starts every 9. They're doing it every day now, right, John Sniper? Every day.
Oh yeah, Monster My City. Very motivated people over there. The Monster My City.
They are motivated. That's right. But
look at man, they got a lot to talk about.
Look at you, John. You're all over the place. You're doing spaces. Look at you. I know you're at work. You're a go-getter, man. You know
what they always say? What does it say? Work hard. That's what they say. Work hard.
That's it.
You never. What is it? You never get something from something. That's all I remember.
That's a great quote, John. That's a great quote.
That is it.
I love it.
You know who said that?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always.
Nobody ever died from sweating. I think that was it. Something a long time ago.
There you go. Hey,
I will bring up one thing, Ray Light, before we end. So I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos and, of course, Instagram, and somebody said something very interesting. He says, there's 3 sections of our economy. We have, I want to say, the people that don't have as much money. You have the middle class and you have the rich. The people that don't have much money, they think of money as they go to work, they analyze what their bills are, and they go to work and they pay their bills. That's it. They say, hey, I got this much in bills. I'm going to work this much. I have to get that money. I pay the bills. Middle class, they go to work so they get a better credit rating, so they get more credit cards to go deeper into debt to buy stuff they don't need. Does that make sense? They're living above their means. They're buying a car they shouldn't buy. They should buy the minivan. Some of them have a bass boat. You never know. Going by a big truck. You know what I'm saying? They didn't need it. I'm just letting you know. That's the middle class. The rich use their money to make more money and then use the interest and the more money. That's what they use to pay for what they have. So they always have their original money. And I heard that from somebody when he said he wanted to buy a Ferrari. He says, I'm not going to buy the Ferrari with my money. I'm going to go over here with the money to buy the Ferrari. And I'm going to make an investment. I'm going to use the profits from the investment to buy the Ferrari. Ferrari is free. I still have my initial investment. So it's one of those things where I was talking to a few people behind the scenes. Wow. How do we catch this bull market? How do we catch this rocket?
Yeah.
How much more can I sell?
Yes.
Can I rent out my house? Can I rent my kidney? What can I do? I need some Bitcoin money. So just want to let you know. So you're making me laugh. But yeah, so what did we say? So something's going to happen when you work hard and da-da-da-da. So what is the real quote? Anybody know anything? Anybody?
No idea.
You got to give a few more clues than that.
You got to get in there. you know, the details, but it's all good.
I
Love
think Ben Franklin said it though.
Ben Franklin.
Ben
Franklin, when he was working that thing, went.
Yeah, right after he got shocked the first time.
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah, you know, Ben Franklin said that at least once. Electricity.
Yeah.
So don't get me going. You guys are too funny. Thanks for making me laugh today. I really laughed.
No, thank you. And good to see you, Tim. You know,
yes.
Tim, the snipe.
I gotta gotta spread out our intro more because we're all the wise guys, man. You know,
yeah,
good stuff.
We are a bunch of guys, and we are wise.
That's right.
Some of us are wiser than others.
There you go. You're so crazy. Well, I appreciate y'all, and like I said, hop over to Spaces if you give us a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe and share it, man. Share the video, helps the algorithm. Let's get it going because the bull cycle and the bull run is here, man. And you know, it's just getting started. That's why I put that in there, man. It's not early anymore. This is it. And if you're not, obviously everybody's starting to get, you know, their text messages. People are gonna start poking out. Hey, man, you're still in that crypto? Yeah, all of that stuff's gonna start happening again. Hey, it's here, and this is the last shot, man. This isn't. I should put that banner up. Hold on. This isn't financial advice, okay? I'm just telling you. It is. This is not financial advice, but this is going to happen.
I don't see the banner yet.
I don't know. I can't help it. I don't know where it's at.
Ray, you know what the best advice is?
What?
Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up.
Yeah.
I love that.
It is.
Banner says this is entertainment purposes only. We're only here to entertain you.
It is. I don't.
Financial advice. There you go.
That's it. No.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Okay, there you go. Forget about it. But seriously, I mean, this is the last shot. What Tim said at the beginning, if you zoom out and you look at those speed bumps that you can't barely even see anymore, that is just that last cycle when Bitcoin was at $60,000. That's ridiculous. And this is like, what does Michael Saylor say? This is a thermodynamically superior asset. And it's going to crush all that other ridiculous stuff because this is the future, man. So appreciate you guys. You know, thanks. And, you know, I'll see you over in Spaces, man. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let me, I don't even know where all my videos are. I'm just going to, okay, there it is. I see it.